Hello everybody, some random lad here, and today I am bringing you a little bit of a table tour. So this right here is going to be my work table for unboxings and stuff like that, for the smaller boxes, and the ground is just, unfortunately it's quite a mess, but, we'll figure that out. The grounds for bigger boxes, but essentially, this is where all my boxing is. But, however, just like the Kim video, I decided to, make the background a lot more interesting. For instance, this right here is a Club Nintendo exclusive large Mario, which is completely made out of like paper and cardboard. However, it was for, platinum memberships, and at the back there it is a pin collection. Right there is a, oh my god, oh, there goes some stuff. That right there is a sad looking Frank the from Cars. He came in a set. He came with a plastic Lightning McQueen, and he too is plastic, not die cast. There is a Batman from a movie theater straw. I believe it was for like the Mask of Fantasia or something. Right there is a vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter, the cartoon series, not the movies or the original comics. Right there is RC from Toy Story. There's a Chuck Norris action figure. Down there's two McDonald's TMNT toys, Mikey and Donnie. There's a Burger King cat in a hat. It came from one of those kids' meal toys. That right there is a World of Nintendo collectible figure 8-bit Mario. Still have the package. There's another Batman. That looks like something out of Power Rangers. I don't know. There's a Deoxys. Oh dear, something has fell. Well, a second. There's a Lightning McQueen, a keychain Lightning McQueen to be exact. Very special to me because, that one is very special to me because, it was, received him ever since, I've been a fan of Cars, and I've been a fan of, Disney Pixar's Cars ever since I was a little boy. That Lightning McQueen I had ever since a boy. There's a Thomas. Oh, focus. Autofocus does not exist on this camera whatsoever. Focus on it. There's a Thomas. I don't know where he came from. That there is a McDonald's Transformers animated Starscream. Back when McDonald's actually made good toys. Speaking of good toys, there's a Buzz Lightyear. I had that one ever since I was a kid. A lot of these I had since I was a kid. A Doctor Who TARDIS with, hold on a sec, with a working land. That's kind of cool. I like those I like those British shows. We don't get them over here in Canada, even though we do get BBC. We do get shows like Thomas the Tank Engine and Doctor Who. This here is the figure that fell, and it's a Hulk action figure. I had that one, well, like I said, with all the others, I had that one since I was a kid. So, yeah, it holds a special place in my heart. There is the TMNT Nickelodeon series of the Ninja Turtles. Missing Mikey, I don't know where he went. That there is a Chuck E. Cheese piggy bank. Actually, I didn't own that one. My mom did. Original bowler cap and suit and tie before he was hip Chuck. There's a Darth Maul pop. Okay, interesting figure right here. Has an interesting backstory. I did not know what he came from until I found a lot of people from the TV show community, and apparently he came from a show called The Butt Ugly Martians. And the butt joke doesn't end in the title there, because abbreviated it spells bum. And can you believe that was aired? And can you believe that aired on Nickelodeon in 2001? Ah, blimey. There's an odd red Buzz Lightyear. I don't know where he came from, but I know he's actually official. There's a Luke Skywalker pop. This here is basically my entire Skylanders collection. It may not be much compared to what I had back then, but this here is all of it. I know you can't see it that well because this light is fucking horrendous. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, this camera is... Oh, the light is horrific, but yeah, I can see them. And all up there is the 3 original Skylanders that came with Spyro's Adventure. And there's a CRT TV. Over here, oh my god, this camera, why do I keep getting the camera and the flashlight mixed up? You know what? Screw it. I'm changing lights. I'm sorry if the light becomes blue. Oh, fuck. There we go. Put it in the live. There. Oh my god. There is my VHS collection along with my DVD collection. There is a few Super Mario McDonald's toys. The only ones that I'm missing are the blocks in the Piranha Plant. There is a World of Nintendo Link, a World of Nintendo Chic, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival Isabelle. There's a Digby right back there, an 8-bit Link, and a Ocarina of Time Link, an Inkling Squid, Inkling Girl Amiibo, and my personal favorite out of the collection is this Inkling Squid Girl. Right there is where my Skylanders used to sit, but yeah, that's taken over now. Got the Sound of Music, Dark Crystal, Brother Bear, Disney's Hercules, and Small Soldiers. Also, I have a few Blue's Clues VHSs in there. Got a few Thomas and Friends DVDs, along with the classic Polar Express and Popeye the Sailor Man. And this here is probably the most special of the collection. Excuse me. This here is a Superman action figure from 2006 to promote the return of Superman. This one was special because out of all of them, this is probably the oldest figure that I owned ever since I was a boy. I had, well, this was probably the only one that ever lived. And he still holds a strong, and he still holds up today. He has a freaking cloth cape, which is amazing. It's just all perfectly sculpted. I just freaking love this figure, man. It's so much detail. You can, the actual body has texture, like his entire suit has texture. I mean, that has to be something. Right there is, well, my video games. Is my GameCube games, my SNES games, a few Xbox games right there. This is where my PS2 games be, my N64 and Genesis games. Me NES games would have been right here. And down there would have been where all my DS and 3DS games. Here is where all my systems would sat. And that there is a old... Oh God. That there's an old radio that my grandfather had. Never used it. My mom used it for a little bit. And then she gave it to me. Speaking of old... my grandmother gave my mom my grandfather's old TV. I'm talking about like old CRT TV from like the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. That's how old that TV is. I mean, it's like it's like the TV they play Nintendo on, old school Nintendo. I remember playing Nintendo and Super Nintendo on that TV and being at my grandparents' house. Ooh. Rest in peace, Grandpa. You were the best. And here is just this random shit drawer that I just add a bunch of shit in there. There's a few question mark blocks I need to just set up. I gotta set those up someday. That there is a tin, a Sonic the Hedgehog tin, that was originally filled with candies, Chaos Emeralds, and there was only 2 in there, so I ate them. That there is a Link hat, and still has the tag on it. And this one still has the tag on it. Japanese exclusive, because it was, well, bought in Japan and imported from here. That's cool. This here is my... basically my tool drawer, and this drawer right here just holds a bunch of extraction manuals and stuff like that. Also, speaking of which, there's a little pamphlet for the Prairie Dog Express. There's a Star Wars lightsaber. Oh dear. There's a Star Wars lightsaber right here. It came from 2005, that one. I need to replace the batteries. Now, go do my old stuff. There's an end zip right there. And here are all the issues of Nintendo Power that I own. From 2006, from like the 80s. And probably my personal favorite would be the ones from the GameCube era. So yeah, that's essentially all of... Well, that is almost essentially my entire gaming room. So, I'll see you next time. Stay fresh off the hook.